What if I told you that the person who seems too perfect, too caring, too understanding in the beginning is actually the most dangerous predator you'll ever encounter? Stay with me, because what Carl Jung discovered about psychological manipulation will completely change how you protect your empathic gift forever. You see, empaths possess an extraordinary superpower, the ability to feel deeply, to heal others, to see the light in everyone. But Jung understood something most people miss. That same compassion makes you a target, and there are specific red flags that signal danger long before the damage is done. Trust me, by the end of this, you'll never ignore these warning signs again. Here's the first red flag that will send chills down your spine. According to Carl Jung, authentic connection requires what he called the individuation process, time for two psyches to truly know each other. But when someone claims you're their soulmate after 2 weeks, something sinister is happening. This is what manipulators call love bombing. Excessive flattery, constant communication, mirroring everything you say. And empaths, because you crave deep connection, you mistake this intensity for intimacy. You think, finally, someone who gets me. But here's what Jung discovered about this phenomenon. It's not connection. It's psychological warfare. They're not falling in love with you. They're studying you, learning your vulnerabilities, your dreams, your wounds, not to cherish them, but to exploit them later. If it feels like a fairy tale in the beginning, trust me, you need to check the script. Because real intimacy, Jung said, takes time to build, and anyone rushing that process has an agenda. Listen carefully to red flag number 2, because this is where the psychology gets absolutely fascinating. Pay attention to how they talk about their past. Do they have a long list of crazy exes? Are they the innocent victim in every single story? Carl Jung understood that we reveal our shadow through our projections, and when someone consistently paints everyone else as the problem, they're showing you exactly who they are. But here's the trap for empaths. You're natural healers. When you hear a sob story, your compassion activates immediately. You think, I can be the one who finally understands them. Wrong. What Jung called the savior complex is being weaponized against you. They know that empaths want to fix, to soothe, to rescue. So they present themselves as wounded souls, needing your light. But ask yourself this question. Is it statistically possible that everyone they've ever known was toxic, and they were just an innocent bystander? The answer will terrify you. Red flag number 3 is the most dangerous one you'll ever encounter, and Carl Jung had a specific term for what happens here. Watch closely how they react when you say no. A psychologically healthy person respects your boundaries. They understand what Jung called psychological sovereignty, your right to your own limits. But a toxic person? They take your boundary as a personal attack. They guilt trip you. They say things like, you're being too sensitive, or I guess you don't care about me. Here's where it gets absolutely critical. If your no is met with anger, manipulation, or emotional punishment, you're witnessing what Jung termed shadow aggression. They're showing you that your autonomy threatens their control. And trust me, this will only escalate. What starts as subtle guilt becomes full-scale emotional terrorism. Now, this 4th red flag isn't about what they do, it's about what you feel. And according to Carl Jung, the body knows truth before the mind does. He called this somatic wisdom. After you spend time with this person, how do you feel? Uplifted and energized, or exhausted, anxious, drained? Empaths are natural barometers for energy. You absorb everything around you. And when someone is feeding on your light, your body will scream warnings that your kind heart tries to ignore. This isn't paranoia. Jung discovered that certain personality types literally consume the psychological energy of others. They leave you feeling like you need a 3-hour nap after a 30-minute conversation. That exhaustion? That's your intuition desperately trying to tell you that you're being fed upon. And what happens next will change everything you thought you knew about protecting your peace. Red flag number 5 reveals something Jung called intermittent reinforcement, and it's absolutely devastating for empaths. One day they treat you like royalty. The next day they're cold, distant, cruel. This unpredictability keeps you destabilized. You're constantly walking on eggshells trying to win back the nice version of them. And here's the psychological trap. Empaths blame themselves. You think, what did I do wrong? How can I fix this? But Carl Jung understood that this behavior isn't random, it's calculated. They're doing this on purpose, creating what Jung termed psychological dependency. The inconsistency keeps you addicted to those rare moments of warmth, constantly seeking their validation, never feeling secure. It's not love. It's control disguised as mood swings. Here's red flag number 6, and this one cuts deep. They mock your empathy. They roll their eyes when you cry during movies. They tell you to toughen up when you're upset. According to Carl Jung, empathy is one of the highest expressions of human consciousness. It's what he called feeling function mastery, the ability to connect with the emotional reality of others. But toxic people frame your gift as weakness. Why? Because they lack emotional depth themselves, and your capacity for feeling threatens their shallow existence. Listen to me carefully. A partner doesn't have to be an empath themselves, but they must respect your empathy. If they make you feel foolish for having feelings, they're showing you they're not safe for your heart. And what Jung discovered about this dynamic will absolutely change how you choose relationships forever. Finally, red flag number 7. Watch their feet, not their lips. They promise you the world, commitment, trips, change, devotion, but they never deliver. Carl Jung called this projection without integration. They sell you a dream to control you in the present. As an empath, you see potential in people. You fall in love with who they could become, not who they actually are. But here's the brutal truth Jung taught. Stop falling for potential. Judge them solely on their current consistent actions. Future faking is psychological manipulation at its finest. They keep you hooked on tomorrow while draining you today, and the moment you demand that tomorrow become today, they'll accuse you of being impatient, unreasonable, or not believing in them. It's a trap, and your empathic nature makes you especially vulnerable to it. If you recognized any of these red flags in your life, don't panic. What Carl Jung discovered is that awareness is the first step toward liberation. The moment you see these patterns clearly, you begin what he called the individuation process, becoming conscious of the unconscious forces controlling your choices. Your empathy is too sacred, too valuable to be wasted on people who drain you. You deserve relationships that replenish you, not ones that require you to sacrifice your peace. These red flags aren't just warnings, they're invitations to reclaim your power. Which of these red flags have you encountered? Stay strong, protect that beautiful heart, and remember, consciousness is your greatest weapon against manipulation. The awakened empath doesn't ignore red flags. They honor them as the wisdom they truly are. And that, according to Carl Jung's lifetime of research, is how you transform from target to untouchable.